World-class players who flopped in the Premier League, ranked. 10. Davor Suker. Suker went to Arsenal in 1999 with some pedigree, even if his best days were already behind him. The Croatian managed just 8 Premier League goals for the Gunners in his only season, before Harry Redknapp took him to West Ham, where he notched 2. 9. George Weah. George Weah is a legendary figure for his spells at Paris Saint-Germain and Milan. Although never the most prolific of strikers, his electric and untouchable displays for PSG earned him the lucrative Ballon d'Or award in 1995, before he excelled even further in Serie A with I Rossoneri. 4 full seasons and 2 Scudetti later, Weah moved to Chelsea in January of 2000 for a loan spell that yielded just 5 goals. That summer Milan let him go to Manchester City on a permanent transfer, where he'd go on to score once in the league. 8. Deco. A joy to watch at his best, Deco was one of those gifted midfielders who made the creative side of the game look as easy as anything. So when Chelsea signed him from Barcelona ahead of the 2008-09 campaign, the Blues faithful were all smiles. He went on to grab an assist and score the above 30-yard screamer on his debut in Chelsea's opening Premier League fixture against Portsmouth. Unfortunately, there's only one way to go from the top, and Deco found that out soon enough. The Portuguese maestro finished that season having scored 3 times and assisted just twice. The following year, Deco became just a bit parter as Carlo Ancelotti's side robbed to the title. He was moved on to Fluminense after failing to live up to expectation. 7. Gonzalo Iguain. For a player who managed 76 Serie A goals from 2015 to 2018, Gonzalo Higuain's loan move to Chelsea in January 2019 should have yielded a fair few goals, even if it was for just half a season. As it turned out, the Argentine did bag a not disastrous 5 goals in 19 appearances, but never really looked fully fit at Chelsea, with opposition fans poking fun at his weight. 6. Macon. However, Macon's spell at the Etihad proved disastrous, racking up just 9 Premier League appearances without a goal or assist and eventually being moved on to Roma after just 1 season. 5. Fernando Morientes. At 28 years of age, there was expectation for a player who was supposed to be in his prime. However, 8 Premier League strikes across 2 seasons would have suggested otherwise. The Reds eventually let the Spaniard depart for Valencia where, in his first season, he hit double figures for league goals. Typical. 4. Juan Sebastian Veron. An UEFA Cup victory, Serie A champion and 2-time Coppa Italia winner before his arrival in England in 2001, Juan Sebastian Veron was a renowned complete midfielder. A creative and powerful conductor, the Argentine cost Sir Alex Ferguson a whopping £28 million from Lazio, an English record at the time. Having never really fulfilled his potential, the midfielder was moved on to Chelsea in the summer of 2003. Surviving just 1 calamitous campaign at Stamford Bridge, Veron was sent back to Italy to play for Inter. 3. Angel Di Maria. Okay, so he did actually manage 11 assists in the league, which really isn't to be sniffed at. But so much was expected from United's new number 7, and to only notch 3 Premier League goals simply wasn't good enough following his then British record £59.7 million transfer from Real Madrid. Following the conclusion of the campaign, the Daily Telegraph voted on Di Maria as the worst signing of the season, no mean feat considering Mario Balotelli and Jack Rodwell both endured horror moves the same year. A frustrating and hugely disappointing time at Old Trafford ended with a move to PSG that summer. 2. Radamel Falcao. One of the most feared and prolific forward men in Europe, Radamel Falcao was on top of his game at Atletico Madrid and Monaco in the early 2010s. The Colombian then decided to test himself in England, securing a loan deal to Manchester United for the 2014-15 season. A much heralded signing, Falcao went on to score just 4 goals in 26 Premier League appearances before heading back to Monaco. Rather than giving up on his English's adventure, however, Falcao returned to the Premier League on loan with Chelsea the following year, where he managed an even poorer season, scoring once in all competitions. El Tigre has since rediscovered his shooting boots at Galatasaray. 1. Andrei Shevchenko. Well, the legendary forward would go on to score 9 times in 47 Premier League appearances, leaving every Chelsea fan deflated and every rival fan with split sides. The Ukraine all-time top scorer and Milan's second all-time most prolific player ended his time at Stamford Bridge after 1.5 dire years, being loaned back to Iguain for the second half of 2008-09 before permanently moving Dynamo Kiev that summer.